Now, Andy Green, normally do that on the third Wednesday, but we're doing here on the fourth. Dave Nelson had to come in last week, so great to see you. Didn't get a chance to promote the fork some pork.
Yeah.
That's never easy to say.
No, it's never easy for me to say.
But how'd it go?
It was a really great event. We had like over 850 deliveries, which deliveries is about 90% of what we do, because people are usually working on a Friday at lunchtime. And we had a great group of people come in and eat, and we had a fantastic group of volunteers that came in and helped out. That
I would think so. That's a huge number of deliveries.
Yeah, but everybody works on Fridays, and so it's hard to get down to Kleisar Pavilion for lunchtime. So that is, that's truly like the lion's share of our meals is all in delivery, and it's all done by volunteers. So we have volunteers come in and they help prepare the meals, and then those volunteers on their way home took meals out for delivery. So
well, that is amazing. I would imagine there are some small businesses order meals for their employers.
Oh yeah, and we have a good amount of businesses that either they buy food for their entire staff, or also, they pass it around and have everybody kind of sign up, and then it's just great because then you don't have to worry about lunch that day, and our cook crew spends over 24 hours preparing the pork, and it's smoked, and it's just a fantastic pork sandwich, and so it's just all great all around.
Great fundraiser, so you did make some money on it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and this is our time of year. This is our fundraising time of year where we're out doing our United Way campaign.
So let's talk about that. What do people need to know about the United Way campaign, Andy?
Yeah, so we're trying to raise $350,000 for the United Way going into 2024. And now we at the United Way, we try to keep our overhead very low so that all of that funding goes back into our community. We have 20 agencies across the county that we work with and help fund. And so, especially as we're getting into this holiday time of year, where people I think to be a little more giving, and if you think hey, maybe you don't know where the best place to give is. Well, if you give the United Way, we will make sure that your giving is used very wisely. We have a group of volunteers that determine who gets funding, but it's really a big group effort to make sure that all of our funding is used the best it can be.
I know you have a very active board, and you break it down into small business, industry, various things like that, right?
Yes, yeah, and so right now, we have small business, special gifts, we Comanche DeWitt, and then Pacesetter. And Pacesetter is some of our bigger organizations, like Lyondell. Lyondell right now is going through an active campaign where they're doing a crockpot kickoff, and they're doing change collection, and they're doing a lot of cool stuff to raise money for the United Way and kind of being creative with it. And so right now is really kind of the heart of the campaign, because packets are out if they're not still getting out, and people are doing their workplace campaigns. There's just a lot of stuff going on right now. So if you still need a packet, we still have some that are getting out, and if you're I want to participate, we want to make sure that we can get a packet out to you.
Of course, you have a physical location. You are in downtown Clinton.
Yeah.
Do you get many walk-in people at all, Andy? People like me who walk up behind you and frighten you sometimes.
That's happened at least twice, if not more, with you specifically. We do have people that come up to our office. We are on the second floor of U.S. Bank in downtown Clinton, just across the street from the Great Revivalist Brewery. And we do have people come up. And we're there most all the time, so feel free to come up and if you want to give directly, you can come up and we'll be up there.
Let's talk about the importance of the United Way to Clinton and Clinton County, because as you pointed out, there's 20 agencies that you do serve, and these are deserving agencies.
Yes. So there's three kind of branches of the United Way: education, financial stability, and then health and wellness. And so all of our agencies divide into one or two of those columns, and we work with those agencies throughout the year. It's a collaborative, I think, partnership where we do give them funding, but we also, I want to make sure that I'm very supportive of all of our agencies. So we have some like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. We're helping kids go to camp that might not be able to afford it. But then you also have like the YWCA that's making sure that like people can like try and get out of homelessness and provide safe places for people. Family Resources that's providing safe places for people that might be in like a domestic violence situation. So we run a full gamut of different services that we cover.
Again, visiting with Andy Green of the United Way. Now, I know you're also heavily involved with nonprofits.
Yes.
How are things going on that front?
Yeah, this is so we a couple of years ago, or last year I think, we started Connect Clinton County, and it's just kind of be a connective tissue with all the nonprofits in the community, so that everybody's working together. And I think it's continuing to grow, and it's continuing to be a resource for people. We have different nonprofits right now that we're working with, and trying to make sure that everybody's pulling the rope in the same direction.
Of course, we're well into the school year now, but the effort that you folks did before the start of the school year was amazing. I know you surprised some people with what you were able to accomplish.
Yeah, we actually, last night we had a Grow Clinton in our office presenting the United Way with the Community Impact Award. And part of that was based on the school supply project. So we are doing the school supply project, going forward. So we are collecting school supplies. I actually have somebody dropping off some school supplies today. But that was another effort that was all volunteers coming together to make sure that happened. Lots of moving pieces with the school supply project.
So the campaign is just getting underway. People want to find out more information on how they can help our United Way. How can they best do that, Andy?
Yeah, we have, the ClintonUnitedWay.org, and you can email me at director@ClintonUnitedWay.org. You can also give to the campaign on ClintonUnitedWay.org, and you can call our office 563-242-1209.
All right, we'll be catching up with you on November 15th. Have a good week.
Hey, thank you.
It's a bird! It's a plane!
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.